Hello.
G'day.
Welcome. Good. You've had a busy day.
I'm excited to be here. Yeah, I've been kind of holed up in the studio today producing, but doing a
Yeah.
bunch of interviews. And it's actually nice to be doing a video interview. So thanks for having me.
It's so much different. I don't know how you guys do like the live streams without someone else there to talk to.
I
It's
mean,
so
it's nice touch.
It is. It's nice to talk.
I feel like I'm in your radio studio or whatever. It's good.
That's right. Yeah, it's disguised. It is just a bedroom, but it's disguised lovely. It's got a nice wall, and then the rest is all bedroom.
Man, I love this.
It's so much fun, and you can do it at home. Like I said to you before, I'm sitting here with a blanket on my knees. It's warm and comfy.
I should have bought a bloody rum.
You should have bought we should have brought a rum. That would have been nice. I should have, or a port. I could have gone a port tonight.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. What's it like where you guys? It's still freezing here. Is it warming up where you are?
Yeah, the mid-north coast. It's summer all year round. Luckily, no. It was a bit cooler today, but we're heading into summer, and it's just getting cozy and warm. And super stoked. I kind of I try to leave during winter at least 1 month of the year, so I feel like I skip a little bit of winter. I go to America and it's like summer and it's hot, so I feel like I cheat a bit.
Get a little bit out of there. I try and do that. I try to go to Queensland a little bit, at least once in the winter to escape. But I did that earlier, and we went out a few months ago. We went to James Blundell's farm for the weekend, and it was colder there than it was here.
Oh no,
this isn't fair. Yeah, I want my money back. This is not right. I'm in Queensland. -4.
I was just in Gympie, and it was freezing out in Emmerdale State Forest. But I mean, during the day it's beautiful, and then it hits like it's freezing from like 9 o'clock onwards. So
it is, and your swag, and you're freezing cold at Gympie. And yet I still remember Gympie of me being stopped at the gate, and one of the security guards said, "I'm just going to have to stop you there for a moment." And I was obviously very tired and had obviously had a lot to drink, so it didn't really freak me out. But he said, "We've just got an 8-foot snake on the track. We just have to get that removed." And I remember thinking, I'm terrified of snakes. I remember thinking, in this weather, it was so cold. I'm like, how do you have snakes in this weather? And then I got on the plane 2 days later, and I realized how big 8 feet was. I'm like, oh my God.
It's a monster. Yeah. I mean, I try to put that in the back of my mind when I'm, hanging in the forest.
That's the only downside to it. Other than that, it's perfect.
Absolutely.
The cold and the snakes. But yes. Hi, Cameron. You're in the room tonight. I hope you're well. Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to, because you've got a really great new single that we're about to talk about. But tell us what this year's been bringing in for you. You've been busy.
This year's been pretty damn cool. A lot of personal things going on this year. So I've been writing a bunch, which is cool, and did the Nashville thing. And I'm really, really proud of the songs that I kind of got from that trip. That was May, June for like 3 weeks, CMA Fest, all that kind of thing. And but yeah, I got married, which is pretty exciting. Our house is almost built, and on the way in about a month. So there's been a lot of personal things going on in the best way, and I've just had a bit of a breather with music, and so it's kind of exciting to have got it all out just in time for summer to roll around. And it's been a really, really good year.
It's interesting you say that, because when I listen to the song, I'm like, it does feel like summer. It's a really happy, ready to go song. And then I watched the film clip, and I'm like, yeah, this is exactly where I would imagine the film clip for this. So it was perfect. It was just fitting well. I was like, this is great. Yes. How's it going for you so far? I can't even remember what date you released it now.
Friday.
I was going to say, it's only been out for a few days. It's recent. So tell us how people are reacting and what they're saying.
I've been releasing music for a few years now, and it never gets old, that feeling of like release day and putting new music out, a new sound, a new story. And I never take it for granted, the support I get. I've been very, very lucky. Radio is so supportive. Fellow artists, friends, family, all the DSPs are super supportive. So yeah, there's a lot of incredible music out too at the moment. So it's always hard kind of dipping your toe back in. But I think you just got to remember that, what you have to offer is unique, and it's your story, and just throw yourself in the deep end and go for it. And I'm really grateful that the support this time around has been huge.
you have got a lot of support around you, but at the same time, you provide a lot of support to other artists, and you have been around for a while doing it. So I think it comes around in circles, doesn't it?
I appreciate that. No, I'm very, very lucky that I get to, not only be in the industry as an artist, but work in the industry as a producer and videographer and photographer and all those kind of things, and build those relationships with artists and help them achieve their goals. So, it's a fun little balance that I try to, keep in check, but it's very enjoyable.
It looks like fun. It really does. And you said your house is almost ready.
Yes.
You're building? Where are you building? Where you are at the moment? Are you?
Yeah. So in Taree, Grace and I purchased the block of land a couple of years back, and then 2 years ago, my spinal cord injury happened, and I was like,
yes.
I wasn't able to work. I didn't think I was ever going to be able to work again, and it was like a really scary time. And 7 or 8 months after that all happened, I started doing gigs again and started working again. And I said to Grace, I'm like, it's time, let's do this. So we got in touch with the builder, and we're about 3 weeks out from getting the keys, which is pretty wild, and it's been a big dream of ours since we met. And just another one of those life milestones that I can't believe I get to do. So
yeah. And I do understand spinal cord injuries very well, because I have had one and have another one at the moment. So I do understand how scary that is, and you never know what's going to happen. You had surgery for yours, didn't you? And that obviously went well. How did that impact you with your music? Did it impact any of that sort of things?
Yeah, I mean, it impacted me in a few different ways. I think the immediate impact was like, okay, you're in hospital for 6 months. You can't do anything but focus on rehabilitation. So that was the obvious one. But then it came like, even now, there's a lot of damage that's been done, and a lot of numbness in the legs. And I've only got a certain amount of steps in me before I kind of conk out and need to sit down and chill. But it's been an interesting journey. And I think I wouldn't be where I am today without Grace, without my family, without the country music fans. And, no one was giving up on me, and I was giving up on myself. So it's been a wild 2 years, to say the least. Yeah. Just past 2 years since it all happened.
Wow. Yeah. So did it impact you being able to play guitar? Because mine did. So I still can't.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
No.
It's very, but that was probably when I was like, music was just taken away.
I'll play guitar while you sing. I'll come and play guitar.
You were able to, there we go. So were you able to play still and do things like that throughout your journey?
Yeah. So luckily, the damage was all kind of like L3, L4, kind of in that lower area.
Yeah.
And so that meant that I kind of lost feeling from the waist down. But my arms are okay, no numbness above. Luckily, oh my God, that would have.
Yeah, that's so good.
Honestly, the only thing getting me through every day in hospital was like being able to play my guitar, and I really do think that it like made the nurses and other patients day.
I was going to say, I'm a nurse too, and if you sat and played guitar for me all day, I'd have been like, I think he needs help. I'll go and help him in his room.
Totally. And it was really fun, and I like to bring a little sunshine to people's day, especially like hospitals are, they're not the happiest place. Everyone's doing their best and recovering and working hard. So it was nice to kind of get in there with the guitar and sing some songs and share that passion, and a bit of sunshine with people.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've recovered. And I think it makes you stronger. And it also, I think it makes you see different sides in life. So it's probably helping you with writing and different people that you can now connect with.
Totally. Yeah. I think that's my favorite thing. Obviously, there's a lot of negatives that came out of it, but my favorite thing was like the deeper connections with people and people that have been through trauma. Prior to that, I hadn't really been through anything, traumatic in my life physically. So it kind of changed my perspective on a lot of things. And I have some really, really beautiful conversations with people that have gone through similar things, and people that have gone through traumatic things that aren't even to do with spinal cord injuries, but we can still connect and share perspectives and ways of healing and, how to fight off the dark days.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. And I think, it's one of it's one of those things. It does. It just teaches you that. I think when you see and hear of people being unwell, you understand and you can sympathize. You know what I mean? My tongue doesn't want to work today.
You're right.
You can do that with them, but I don't think you can truly fully get to them without having experienced something similar. So it gives you that ability, and people appreciate someone that does have that.
Totally right. And there's back to the experience in songwriting, not only with my back, but like getting married and having a baby and all those things.
I was about to
Really
say that.
2 years of like a crazy amount of inspiration. So Got It All is like the earworm and the summer vibe, but the songs that I've got tucked up my sleeve are like real life, man. And I'm like, when I sing them, it's hard to sing them in a good way. You know, they're all special, and I really, really can't wait to share those songs with people.
Yeah. Now, did this song, was it this, did it come from what you've got going on at the moment and what you've been through? Have you been sitting on it for a while? How did this one come about?
Jake Davey loves a love song. I think that's probably obvious by now. I was very fortunate to meet Grace 5 years ago when the pandemic happened, and she's been my silver lining and my shining light throughout the past 5 years, and she's been my glue and my rock and all those things. And I was in Nashville last year hanging out with Bryce, Sainty and Tyler Bank, and I just had this kind of like little hook in mind, like I'm going all in. If I'm going to fall, you're one in a million, girl. You've got it all. And they were like, man, we need to write that. So it came together pretty quickly. And I'm really, really happy with the production. I feel like I love the snappy kind of vibe that it's got going on. And I feel like the chorus just explodes, which is what I wanted. So kind of in line with Made. Made was another favorite song of mine that I released. And I really wanted to kind of get that feel. Kind of country pop feel going on. So hopefully that's translating.
It definitely did. And to be honest, like you're right, like as you said, it is about a girl, but to me, listening to it, it felt more than that. Like it had so many ways that you could take that lyric. And I thought that was why I wondered, like in the stage in life that you're at, I wonder if that influenced it all. But if you wrote it sort of 12 months ago, it's probably pre-baby and pre-wedding and all that. So it's interesting.
I had the proposal in mind while I was writing it. So I think I was always feeling pretty grateful for where I was at. But it's so good to hear that you can connect with it in different ways. I think that's a songwriter's goal, is to be able to take your own story, make it a little bit more universal than what you typically would, put it out, and then people can have their own kind of version of that truth.
I love that. And that is one of the best magics that music has, is that it's a language that people can really make what they want out of it. And I think it depends on the mood that you listen to something into. You can be feeling great and it can sound great, but it can be the most depressing song in the world. It's just really, it's so individual every time you listen to a song. And that's how you're feeling in that moment is often how you always connect with that song. And
I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like a thought came across my mind. I'm like, I couldn't imagine a world without music. I think that would be a really...
Oh my gosh. I don't think I'd be here.
Like what you said, through the highs and lows, it's like you can always put a song on to kind of get you through a rough time or a happy time, whatever it is. I find songs are like almost like tattoos. They kind of freeze time for me. And then if I put on, like a Maroon 5 song, I'm like 12 years old in the back of my mum's Mazda 929 cruising around Taree, listening to Won't Go Home Without You. And then when I put on Green Day, American Idiot, I'm like 14 years old with my Les Paul in front of the TV, learning every chord. So I love that side of music.
100%. I fully agree with that. And I had that conversation last week in the show of back then we were writing to albums, and music wasn't as easy to access either. So those moments are probably more cast in time to that album, because that album had to get you through months because you couldn't justify another $30. And so it does freeze moments in time, and it always brings it back when you listen to those songs.
I almost miss, like, I know I'm young in the big scheme of things, but I miss like when I was kind of early teens, you'd go to Sanity and you'd buy the CD.
Yes, I know.
That CD for like 6 months because all your pocket money's gone on that CD. So I think it's changed the way we consume music in good and bad ways, the DSP world. But I think we've just got to embrace it and figure out the right way to use it. It's like any kind of technology. But I mean, TikTok's another thing. It's like people being able to find you out of and support you is pretty cool. So there's pros and cons.
There's definitely pros and cons. I agree, but I think I love the way we used to get music. I love that we used to be albums, and I miss that. But at the same time, I don't know if I could go back to it because I love that I have so much music available at my fingertips right now, and you're never ever lost for something to listen to.
You're right, and it's very exciting, and it's also like there's the playlist world that like, or radio world where they actually show you music that you might like, and that's crazy because it's like, why do I love this song? The algorithm knows me.
Yes, it's like you'll be listening to your like songs, and all of a sudden it'll throw an extra in there, and you're like, I really hate that you did that, but I'm really glad that you did.
Glad that you did, yeah. Like
exactly. No, I don't. Yeah, I love and I miss album world, but I also, I was thinking about that today. What would I do? Because at $30 an album, I wouldn't have all these songs in my head, and I'd be like looking for, so I'm glad that we've got it.
Totally.
Definitely. But I know that you're sitting there with your guitar. Would you like to play a song for us while we're here?
Yeah, do you want like a verse chorus or the whole thing, or what do you
want? Whatever you like. I will give you the room and you can decide.
I'll verse chorus, so you got a little acoustic verse chorus.
I'll sneak away.
He's got it all acoustic. Oh, it's just me now. I thought you were going to sing some backing vocals. It's my new single, Got It All. Yeah, girl, you're a honey sweet. Top down in that Wrangler Jeep. Cut off tee and them old Levi's. You get away with that low-key style. You leave me speechless, and I can't lie. And here's a few words that come to mind. Let's go! Come on. Yeah, you're cooler than California, hotter than the sun down in Daytona. Light me up like New York City. You pulled me in with your small town pretty. I didn't know who it was before you. Now that you're here, I should have warned you. I'm going all in if I'm gonna fall. You're one in a million, girl. You got it all. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You got that sundress, that sunset, just the way I like. It's been magic since we met. Yeah, I'm down for life. Chasing that feeling, there's no wonder why. I'm going all in if I'm gonna fall. You're one in a million, girl. You've got it all. Hey, there you go.
I love that song. It is such a summer song, and that's exactly what I thought when I saw the film clip. It was just perfect.
Oh yeah.
You guys can scan the QR code now if you like, or wait till the end. If you haven't already heard the song, go and have a listen at the end of the show, or if you have, go and have another listen because it's a very good song, and make sure that you put it in your playlist because that helps just as much as buying a album or a single. It makes a huge difference.
It really does. It's a huge difference.
It's this whole world of we used to support them by buying the albums. We don't get to do that anymore, but we can still help and put people in playlists and buy merch and all of that sort of thing.
Yep.
Now, I know that you have some shows coming up. Tell us where we can see you. Are there still tickets available?
I mean, the main kind of show is Tamworth Country Music Festival, January 21st, 4 p.m. at Moonshiners. I'm super excited. That's like the highlight of my year. We got the Town and Country Ball up in Moorhope. That's going to be a huge band show in a few weeks' time. Couple of tickets left for that, which is really cool. Lakeside Festival. Fun fact. I was musician to play that 10 years ago, and they're having me back, and I'm almost the headliner. So the band and I are going to go after that. And Winger Music Festival, special concert, flood recovery for the Mid-Coast, going through a bit of a rough time. So they're super excited to kind of bring some healing to the community.
That is so great. And then Tamworth, you have a great few months. And in between that, you're going to have a baby and a new house to unpack and probably pack up the one that you're in. So just enough to keep you going to the end of the year. You're not going to be short of things. We're not going to be getting messages from you going, I'm bored.
No, that's style.
Is there any time for writing in the rest of the year, or do you have to set time aside specifically?
I really like setting time for writing, whether it's co-writing for other people's projects or mine. I've kind of got all the songs I want to release for a little while now under my sleeve. So, I love like writing with other people and just writing for the hell of it, just to kind of hone my skills a little bit. But we were chatting before, and I said something, and I was like, that's a song title. So,
I know. I had a couple too. I scribbled down. I don't know if I'll be able to read it later, but that's not, it's like doing
that's
it.
My favorite way to write. It's like just let life, lead the way and get inspired each day and pick up a guitar and see if you can make something cool.
Exactly. The thing is, you got to remember it. That's the bit that sometimes I struggle with. You get the best idea at the most awkward time.
Down.
Yeah. I always dream it, wake up thinking that's brilliant. And then I argue with myself, am I going to get up and find the phone and get cold again and then write it down? And the times that I don't, I always wake up going, I know I had a really good idea and I can. And I'm just like, I was being lazy. It's what I get for being lazy. The best ideas are gone because I was lazy.
That's nice.
It's like I have to learn to be more strict on myself.
Right, Hey, leave a little journal next to your bedside table.
Yes.
Break those barriers. Totally.
Exactly right. So you can just do it in bed. But then you'd get out and you'd write it down. And then you'd be like, oh, now I need to go to the toilet. And now I'm awake. And
get a beverage. Actually, super random. 3 a.m. last night I woke up and I was like super hot. Did turn the fan on and stuff.
Yes.
Went to the bathroom. And then I made myself a tea like a little old man. And I was just like, this is the best. I was just in the kitchen making a tea at 3 a.m. living my life. It was great.
Oh, we get along very well because I do often do that. And I love my loose tea in my teapot to really just make it to that next level, and a good teacup. You've got to have a good teacup.
It's the little things in life.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I'm so glad that we've had you on the show, and I can't believe how quickly it's gone. Before we do go, though, I wanted to have a bit of a talk to you about the film clip. Where did you film it? How did that come about? Was it your idea? All those
totally. So my buddy Jackson James, who co-produced the video with me, he just moved to Nashville. He's a phenomenal artist, photographer, video, all that.
How does he have any time for his own stuff?
Well, I keep texting him. I'm like, he's so talented. I'm like, get released. Yes. I want to help him out. But
I know he's amazing.
He's the best. And he flew back to Grace and I's wedding to film it for me because he is a legend. And he's one of my best mates too. So it was really cool to have him there on the day. And I'm glad we could make it work. But I was like, hey man, you got like 5 minutes to like film a music video. And he was so busy while he was back in that short amount of time in a few weeks. And I said, look, let's go. I've got a beautiful location. The weather's on point. And we went out to Elizabeth Beach. I grabbed my beautiful red Gibson. Just did it like a performance style video, which I think is cool.
It is, yeah.
And I'm glad that the, energy was captured and the feel and the vibe. And I think it suits the song well.
I wanted to ask you about it because when I was watching you looked really comfortable and really relaxed with the filming. Like, because often when you're by yourself in a clip like that, you can see people are nervous. They're not used to being on a screen or filming footage. It's totally different to being on a stage and singing, and you forget that there's a camera on you, but you look quite comfortable. And I reckon that's because you just knew each other and it was just, it worked.
That means a lot. Yeah. It's good to have work with friends for one, but I remember I shot a music video for Second Chance a year and a bit ago. And I actually didn't put it out because I felt so uncomfortable with my legs. Like I wasn't walking right at that time. And I just felt really like self-conscious, and I'm still a long way off walking normally. But I remember while Jackson was filming, he was really pushing me to like move and feel comfortable. And that it was a really, really beautiful moment that I didn't clock until now. Having your mate kind of push you and know that you can achieve a certain kind of style of movement that was taken away from me. So I'm glad that I did look comfortable on camera because I pushed to make it happen, but I did feel comfortable, and it just took a little bit more effort and energy, especially on the sand with my legs. So I'm glad that it all worked out.
How do you feel about that footage now from coming 2 years on? Because it's almost that to me, because I have had spinal surgery. I am looking at having to have now lumbar surgery as well. So I've had cervical surgery and now lumbar. My right leg doesn't work properly and my right arm doesn't work properly. But how do you feel now, knowing that you've gone from it not working properly to where you are now? Are you more comfortable with seeing that footage and being proud of how hard you've worked to get to where you're at already?
Yeah, I mean, it depends like what mood I'm in when I watch it. I think there's a side of me that's like really vulnerable, and there's a side of me that's very proud and very confident and so grateful that I've made it this far. But I think somewhere in the middle is a really healthy place to be, because you never lose that feeling of it took a lot to get here, but this might have never happened. You know what I mean? Like a doctor literally looked at me and told me I would never have kids and I would never walk again, amongst other things, like 2 years ago. So, and when a doctor tells you that, you listen. They've gone to university for 8 years. yeah, I think carrying all those kind of feelings moving forward is really important to me, and just continuing to push myself and surround myself with people that lift me up. And I'm very lucky with that.
Yeah. And there's a fine line too, because yes, absolutely. When a doctor tells you that, you listen. And they told me all sorts of things as well. And I decided they were wrong. But at the same time, you also had to know that they knew what they're talking about, and you had to do things safely. So there is a fine line, but you have to decide, well, okay, where am I going to go? And okay, if I can't get it back to a certain point, where am I comfortable to work to? Like, how am I going to challenge myself? And that's why I wondered if that had that envisioned in it for you.
Yeah, I think like no matter what the outcome was, I think it was super important for me to just keep pushing myself as hard as possible. Even now, like this morning, I went to the gym and I did, like, it doesn't sound like much, but an hour solid walk on the treadmill, that's a lot for me because it's physically hard to walk. So I came up with Grace and she was like, "Oh my God, so good." Like it's the little things and it's the day to day. And I think you just got to keep pushing yourself.
Exactly, you do. And, you know, everyone has throughout their life those kinds of changes. We all have different things to battle. This is just your thing and our thing, and you have to just make it work for yourself and your family.
Yeah.
Cameron said, Kim just put a comment on. She said, Cameron said, Jake is made for the camera.
I appreciate you guys. I love the Mackenzies. They are wonderful.
Right, we are.
I find them in mosh pits and we hang out and we have drinks. They're always doing something musical. I appreciate that.
I know. I love that.
Off I go.
I love that we can go to any festival around the country and we know if we go to the mosh pit, we'll know somebody. It's so great. It's such a great family. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I hope that you can come back before the end of the year. Have you new music, new tours? Baby, we'd love to catch up with you before the year ends and in Tamworth. Definitely, and we'll be definitely there in Tamworth to see you. I cannot wait.
I'll put your name on the door. Don't pay for a ticket.
Oh, always. I love buying tickets. I love helping you guys, but I would love to see and keep in touch with how you're going with the baby and everything. I hope Grace is getting some rest before it happens.
Yeah, she's laid up. She's like 30. How many weeks are you, Grace? 34? 36 weeks.
Oh gosh, you're getting close.
Very, very close. But she heard all that, so I'm sure she appreciates the support as well.
It's a lot. It's a lot for the first time round, and then nerves, but it's exciting.
And she's absolutely taking it in her stride. And I mean, besides the fact that she's got a basketball on her belly, she's just a little bit tired, but she's still working hard and still looking after me and cooking and doing all these incredible things that, you know, I'm in absolute awe of her.
It's amazing what people can do, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, put your mind to it and off you go.
Yeah, exactly right. I can't wait to see. You're going to have to do like a footage of the new house so that we all can see.
I'll do a little tour.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
This little unit for like a couple of years while the house has been built. And like Grace and I have always been, we either lived with mum and dad like 4 years ago, and then we had this little unit for like 2 years. So we've never really had wide open space. So it's going to be really weird having all this space to, you know, live. But I'm super excited. It's going to be great. And our dog's going to love it too. So,
oh, yeah. I'm going to say when you get there, you're going to unpack it and put it all in this small little area and then look around and go, oh, no, I can spread
totally. That's the weird part. It's like we've been, and I love the unit life because it's like very easy to come and go, and I'm always on the road. So it's going to be nice to have a house and get it set up and, you know, build a life.
Absolutely. And I cannot wait to catch up. I hope that you come back before the end of the year and we can have another chat before. But tell Grace we are thinking of her and good luck. But we will stay in touch. We definitely have to get you down here to Tassie, and I reckon we can definitely make that work. Especially with you. In the warmer weather. It's warming up. It's slowly warming up.
Totally. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for coming along, Jake. Congratulations on the new single. Guys, we've got 10 minutes before the next show, so you've got time to go and have a look at the film clip for Got It All. It's in the top of the comments, or if you scan the QR code, it will take you to wherever you want to watch it and listen to it. So go and do that, and then let us know in the comments what you think of the song, and we'll see you again in 10 minutes. Thank you for sticking with us. And
thanks for hanging out, guys.
Thanks. See you, Jake. See you guys.
Cheers. Great to chat.